We did it.
We did
Yeah,
it.
we're here. And if you haven't seen this Royal Rumble, turn back. It's not too late.
Hi, Nico.
Hi, Nico.
Nico, hello.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
What a show. What an experience I
I
had
think-
watching the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it was an experience.
That's right. We got to show you bums on Raw how it's done.
I'm gonna drop you on your fucking stack of dicks you call a dime, brother.
That's right.
Well, you can't talk to my Raw buddy like that.
I'm taking you to hell with him.
Well, you gotta take Martin with us.
That's right.
Martin's already there, brother. That's why he's not talking.
Who?
Damn.
So
Look at that.
Yeah,
The dead
Nobody
talks.
gives. Yeah, nobody gives a shit about this match. I'll say the two things I wanted to say. The guys were all in the ring for the most part for most of this match, which is interesting because they just pair off and powder. Second thing, Paul London does a moonsault to the outside. Nobody catches him. He hits his head on the fucking ground. I don't know how he's alive. Fuck everybody in this match. Gregory Helms, up. We in it. Even the worst Raw shitter can win a SmackDown belt.
did forgot to mention Paul London.
It's true.
Right.
Oops.
That's fucking right.
Oh man.
Also, Kid Cash and Funaki seemed to get the most time. I assume they were fighting. I don't watch that show.
Which
you know.
show?
Is Kid Cash a creator wrestler? Is that a real person? He
Yeah.
looks like a shittier Heath Slater.
You know, I also did not know he was a real person.
How could you
Until
say that
Ty's like,
about
no,
Heath
this is a
Slater?
guy.
He's a Kid Rock wannabe. That was his whole gimmick in ECW. He came out the ba with the ba, the dangy dang diggy diggy.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard, and I don't want to talk about this anymore.
That's why he's Kid Cash. I give this match a 1.5 star. It was fine, but it wasn't that special. What did everyone else give it? Anything?
1.
1.
Yeah, one.
Damn. Oh my. Oh okay.
Fine.
Meh.
Joe and Martin have their own rating system.
Look, if somebody asked, why does Vince only push big guys, and you show them this match, people would get it.
So now we go into the next segment. And now we're in segment 1. And can you believe this? Fucking Vince McMahon and Teddy Long are there. Vince McMahon says, "Oh my god, you got a bow tie on. You must be Louis Farrakhan." And Teddy Long just smiles and goes, "Uh-huh."
Definitely one of the most racist things that'll probably happen tonight.
Absolutely. Nothing
Yeah.
Oh,
racist,
yes.
more racy than
Nothing's
this.
topping this. From Vince.
Why are you laughing?
We cut over to the ladies, Vince's devils, and they are just spinning that. And Randy Orton comes in. He's like, "Hey, can I get a ball?" And they're like, "Here you
Hold on.
go." And he's like, "What? Did
Hold
I miss
on.
something?"
No, yes. Because, like, Vince was being creepy before Randy walked in. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, again, peak Vince being creepy. You know, it's a good thing it's 2006 and nobody really thought about this. Nobody had hindsight of that we do in the current year of 2050. But I will say, Vince's Devils, I hate them.
What?
Yeah.
See, the whole
no.
time I thought they were called Vince's Vixen. Is it Devils? Was it Devils the
Yeah,
whole
it's
time?
Devils the whole time.
Oh, God.
And,
All
and that's what one turned me, and two, like, I like Tori Wilson, I like Victoria. Candice Michelle ruins that whole gimmick. I hate her so much.
Oh
She is
man.
awful. And that's the one Vince is slobbering over the most, which makes it even weirder. And like this stupid wand thing, it's like, are you 4 years old? Please, just fucking drop it.
Well, she is.
Well, yeah, so now Vince is a
Okay.
pedophile. Wait, what
So
do
she
we got?
is.
Oh my.
Oh, dear.
If you saw the segment, if you watched this pay-per-view in general back in the day, I think you need to write a letter to your congressman because I think you have a valid claim to get the WWE taken off air. Because this shit, this is the worst shit I've ever seen in my life.
No. We got more segments that even get just worse and worse.
No, just
And we'll get
based
there.
off this, get this company off the air.
Yeah,
We got
This is every single week. This is every Raw.
this is every Raw. No, this is literally every time. It's worse on Raw. It's-
no. You'll see. So
Oh no.
we got Randy. He's cooking up. He gets his number and he just goes, "Oh brother, oh my God, I cannot believe it. I'm so happy." Oh,
Very sexually.
he's just
Yeah, two
he's
sexually.
bricked up.
Yeah.
And then he stares at Candice Michelle as
Why?
Big Trips comes in and goes, hey "Hey, what you doing in here? Hand me my balls." And they hand him his ball, and he just gives the most sad poggers face I've ever seen in my life.
It's very
I just
funny.
want to point out that Candice Michelle blesses it with her wand before.
Oh,
he opens.
yeah. It was not blessed, though.
Well, no, because he opened it and then she blessed it, so she might have.
She fucked it
know.
up.
She changed
Yeah.
numbers. Yeah.
So I will say once again, Candice Michelle ruined somebody's life.
That's right.
Triple H and Randy have a very long conversation that means basically nothing about like the sort of like difference between destiny and reality and the worlds we live in. And what I think has happened here is that they have both played Kingdom Hearts recently. And I believe that Randy Orton subscribes to the Sleeping Realm theory of Kingdom Hearts, whereas Triple H says, this is just some insane man writing some bullshit. What are you talking about? But they're both really into it. I don't know what their ships are yet. I will come back to you next
Am I dead?
episode with that. But they have a very long conversation about, basically, I think they both entered the door to darkness.
Perhaps we'll see that later in the year.
Narum, your thoughts?
So yeah, what I think happened is the Master of Masters fucked on me, and he made me watch this garbage. And I'm going to fly out to Japan, and I'm going to take Tetsuya Nomura to Kick City, because I think this is all an elaborate plot to get me to play Kingdom Hearts phone games.
Is Vince the Master of Masters? Is that too simple?
No, it's too simple. He's Zigbar.
It's too clean.
Okay, I see. The Master of Masters is what, Cody?
Oh no, it's Shane McMahon,
I see.
Interesting thought.
or it's Chris Jericho.
We'll cover this on WrestleMania. We have more time to do that.
All
Yeah.
right, and now we're on to the women's title match.
Let's go.
Let's go. Now we're in the segment for Mickie James and Trish Stratus, and Trish says, "I don't want to talk to you. I'm in my ref gear," and Mickey's like, "I love you."
Yeah, that was crazy. What a development for this totally interesting story that we've got.
Gotta
before
love
us.
that story.
I,
And that leads us into Ashley Mazzaro versus Mickie James with Trish as the special guest referee. And I think Joe really wanted to talk about this match because he said he loved this match.
Again, by the standards of 2006, this was a good women's wrestling match, I guess. I mean, even though Ashley can't work, Mickie James is working her ass off in comparison. We've got a lot of arm locks and locking up and pushing into the ropes and turnbuckles. Really, the most compelling thing here is that Mickie is trying to get Trish to, side on her favor, and periodically Trish has to call Mickie off, and Mickie kind of seems to get upset about it, because she doesn't like Ashley being favored.
Please,
And mostly,
please, Trish.
yeah.
Please, give me that call, ref.
It's certainly a storyline, and it's certainly a bit to give this storyline.
As much as I want the women's matches to go longer, this match did not need to go 7.5 minutes because they did not have the content for that length. Ashley cannot wrestle. That poor woman did not get trained well at that time because she is struggling to keep up with Mickie.
Oh yeah, and King won't let you forget that Trish Stratus trained her. So
I don't know if that's true, but it might be. But Trish is fantastic. I don't know what Trish did, but
Joey Styles and Jerry the King Lawler just keep saying it. So
fucking Joey Styles is trash. I can't stand that fucking weasel voice bastard any longer. Get him off Raw. Put him on ECW already. God damn it. Fuck. Martin, what'd you think about this match?
Okay, yeah. So there's more of a story going on here than I think you guys are giving it credit for. However, the match is bad. So the story that I think would be told if Ashley was good, and certainly the commentators are basically just, at a certain point, they basically just start reading you, I think, the script they've been given. Because what they're getting at is that since Ashley was trained by Trish, Mickie is really trying to one-up her and beat on her, and she's constantly doing moves to Ashley while staring Trish down. And it's basically the announcer it should have been me. It should have been me that you trained and is your best friend, not this woman. And Trish, I don't really know why they chose to do this, but eventually Ashley just starts lobbing closed fists at Mickey and has to get pulled off constantly. So the ref now starts booing Ashley, who I think is supposed to be the face here, unless you're on a 19th dimensional play of this insane lesbian that the announcers call a whack job about 100 times during this match is actually being unfairly maligned. I don't know. But yeah, listen, all Ashley can do is holds and stuff. To her credit, she does more every week. It's not her fault she's bad. She's just not trained. Mickey's bumping all over the place, working this whole match by herself. The finish here, I think it's fucked up because Ashley's just punching Mickey in the corner, and then Mickey tries to do a power bomb, but they're not on the same page, or they go at different times or something, and Ashley just gets like dumped on the back of her neck. And then Mickey jostles around trying to get Ashley in a pinning position for about 5 seconds. And then Trish starts to count. She goes 1, 2. Then there's a pause, like a beat for a little bit. And then she counts.
Yeah.
And they decide that's 3. I didn't know if, like, a shoulder had gone up, so Trish was trying to be legit and just stop counting. Or if what the announcer seemed to be saying at the end was like, oh, man, she didn't want to count 3 on Ashley, but she had to.
Yeah, essentially that's what it was for, yeah.
Yeah, so like the skeleton of this doesn't make sense if you want Mickey to get not cheered here, but also Ashley's just not good enough to pull a story like this off.
Yeah. Yeah, that was...
Mickey and Trish are. Even this stupid one. They're good enough to do it. But yeah, this sucked. Also, at one point, Jerry Lawler said he wanted to be Trish's shirt.
You know what? We got one more Raw Down person. How does Nico think about this? All right, now we're back. Thank you, Nico. Mwah, love you. I give that a 1-star match. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. 1.5. It was better than a couple matches on the show. A couple, which is crazy to me.
With a few leaps of logic and lapses of judgment, I would give this a enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it, yeah. Yeah, I mean, next up we got the Boogeyman versus JBL, which, I mean, we'll
Fuck
shift that over.
Martin.
We're going to shift that over. We're going to shift that over in a second. Well, hold on. Here, Martin, talk about it, because I'll edit it back.
What, Boogeyman and JBL?
No, the Ashley Mickey match. What would you give it?
Oh, I mean, I gave them credit for trying to tell a story here that could maybe be kind of compelling almost, and at least seem like there was effort, but Ashley just isn't good enough to pull it off, so 0.5 star.
Yeah. All right, we'll end that there. Boop. Man, what a women's title match that was, guys. Can you guys believe
It was
that?
excellent. It was excellent.
I don't know about that one, but
They gave it their best.
that wasn't even a women's title match.
Yeah.
That was just
Well,
Mickey
the attempt was
versus
made.
Ashley.
But
Nobody stopped me.
Hey, that was an excellent match of Mickey James wrestling herself, and I won't hear otherwise.
So we cut back, and Vince is touching Tori Wilson's leg very inappropriately. And she is talking about how these tattoos were made while that dog was being born. That's what she says.
Yeah,
that was when Chloe was being born.
Yeah. Dude, I have to say,
Yes.
like, I'm sorry, I know, I feel like I keep interrupting, but dude, these are the fucking worst. Like, if anybody listening to this thinks, you know what, I don't think Vince McMahon did all those sexual assault things or that used his position to get sex. Fucking bullshit, dude. Just watch this fucking promos, dude. Like, this doesn't get heat. Like, nobody's fucking like, oh, how could Vince McMahon be with all these 3 girls? Yeah. This isn't, like, awesome. This is just a weird, pervy old man just living out his fantasy on TV and justifying it as good television. What bullshit.
And it justifies your thing from the other week when you said all the people that talk about sex are the bad people.
It's true.
They're the heels.
And again, it's that Cena influence, right?
Yep.
Again, he's trying to push people who think about sex are bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's not true. Vince McMahon is bad. John Cena is bad. It's like,
Right.
come on. Just
Yeah,
like...
This is what Vince was willing to show people.
Yeah, we...
Yeah.
So then he looks at, was it Candace comes over, and she pulls down part of her bra, and she goes,
Oh,
look at
of
my
course she does.
tat, and he goes, oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my god,
Oh,
oh my
gosh.
Oh.
And then Victoria goes, wait a second, I got something even better. And she turns around, and on like her back, like her middle of the back, it just says WWE Divas. It looks like somebody painted it on, or like one of those tattoos that you
She's got like a
rub
henna
on.
tattoo.
I
No.
think if she genuinely had this tattoo, she would probably have took like an acid bath to get it removed.
Yeah. And
Ugh.
then Vince goes, hey, your tattoo has a crack in it. And then, hey, Big Show, come on in. And Big Show's like, hey, what's up? You guys talking about tattoos? And she's like, no, we're not talking about tattoos here. And he goes, I got some good ones. I bet you do, Big Show.
Dude, what a legend. You know what? I thought Big Show was going to be about as bad as Bray Wyatt because he's looking pretty rough. But with the last Raw episode promo and this one, you know what? He's got the charisma. He's not Bray Wyatt who just bores on the mic. So I give him credit, man. I've been enjoying both appearances. He's a good babyface.
He cannot fit his hand in the drawer, so Candace sexually puts her hand in there and grabs it, and Big Show no-sells it. He goes, thanks.
And Vince looks at the ball and goes, oh, it's a blue one.
It's a blue one. And Big Show's like, yeah, that's a pretty good number. I'm excited. And then Vince, as he goes, Big Show's here. He goes, Ray, how's it going, Ray? And Ray's like, hey, guys, what's up? And he gets a number. And he's like, Big Show's like, hey, I heard you're doing this for Eddie. But just remember, this is a free-for-all out there. And he goes, oh, okay. And Big Show walks away. He waddles away. And Ray goes, Eddie, you pranked me again.
Garrett Brave figures out whatever his number is.
Yeah.
And he's
Man.
like, man, I can't believe you did this to me, Eddie. But I'll do it for you. That part was kind of cute.
Yeah, that's a cute part. I like.
But it was swallowed up by Vince's harassment.
Yeah, and the other thing was like the blue ball joke, but at the same time, how could you say that about Big Show? He literally had the chance to have sex and said, no, I'm a respectable man.
Big Show also looked at Vince and just said, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Like, there's no joke to it. He just looked at him and was like, what the fuck did you say to me?
Yeah, thank God for Big Show and Rey Mysterio.
Oh,
Otherwise,
man.
this would be like trash.
This felt like two segments that were molded together.
This is true.
I know Martin's got some notes on this.
I don't. But everything.
Man, that's just the start.
Yeah, this is
pain.
dog shit.
Yeah, I'm saving my weekly all of this is bad apology for like the end of it, but you know.
Yeah, so now
Oh shit.
we'll get into the
Oh,
We'll get into the
no.
JBL. Hold on, we'll get into the JBL Boogeyman match next with Pete, with Narum, and now we're on to the Boogeyman versus JBL with the Smack Up crew. Can you believe that match? That match was
This
shit.
Yeah, this shit sucked ass.
Can I believe it? Yeah, I totally can.
Yeah, we watched it, so
Yeah, so JBL comes out. He's decked out.
Mhm.
He's got his cock out, and he's
Yep.
ready to go.
Yep,
He's a little
raring.
terrified. But Boogeyman is all wormed out, and Taz yells.
Mouthful of dicks.
He wants to suck all the juice out of Jillian Hall's face.
Yep. Well, he also referred to the moment he licked off her fucking wool or whatever
Yeah,
he referred to it as the moon pie moment again.
the moon pie moment.
was so based.
He continuously calls it that, and you know Michael Cole is right there next to him, stifling his laughter.
He also
Yeah, I can't believe he got Michael Cole corpsing at the Royal Rumble live on pay-per-view.
he also states that he really wants to see Boogeyman eat JBL in half because it would be really funny.
Taz is so good. He's so good.
What can I say? Fucking Boogeyman just starts worming out, and then he grabs Jillian and starts trying to put worms in her mouth from his mouth, and it was very
It's just-
uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's crawling over her and just dropping worms from his mouth, and he just keeps getting more.
And then-
Like where are they?
Where
Just,
do these come from?
are they just in his mouth the whole time, and he's just keeping them there? Like
Well, he digs in his pants later on and pulls a bunch out. So it makes me wonder: is he like, does he just have him like a hole on his crotch?
He just is letting worms crawl all over him.
And then fucking JBL comes in and bops him in the back. That was a shoot hit. There's no way that had to hurt. That was a big bop.
JBL hitting someone for real? I don't believe it, brother.
The match went 2 minutes and there was a fucking rest hold. Dog shit.
Yeah.
This realistically is a match that should have never happened. It serves only the purpose of making Jillian Hall conventionally hot.
Well, I mean, in my notes here, I put JBL comes out of the big castle doors with Jillian Hall, and then I put in parentheses, God bless.
JBL misses his clothesline from hell. Boogeyman hits him with the pump handle slam, and he wins his first pay-per-view debut. I give that -1 on the fuck you scale. Fuck that match.
Yeah, like if we're talking a realistic star rating, I'm giving it 0 stars. If I have to give it 1, then it gets 1 star. But otherwise, I'm giving it a nothing because this isn't even a fucking match, dude.
I hate it.
No. Let's move on to the real segment here. What did you guys think about the JBL equals crap sign?
Oh, that was great. The IWC was cooking in 2006. I know that dude was on a forum yelling, like, for the 10 hours prior to this pay-per-view.
Yeah, man, they don't do shit like this no more.
I'm depressed. This show sucks. Let's get on to the Rumble match. Let's just go right into it. So, segment 3, we got Vince McMahon going, "Oh, hey, guy. Oh, I'm getting goosed. Which one are you goosing me?" And then it's Mama Benjamin right behind him. And she goes, "Oh, Vince, last time I saw you, your pants were around your ankles." And he's like, Get your mama in check, Sheldon. And she was like, "I'm sorry, Mom." And she goes, "Give me a good luck kiss." And then they kiss on the lips.
To the disgust of Vince's Devils.
And Vince is like,
Vince
"What the fuck?"
hates,
To the disgust of me as well.
How dare you? She's
no.
a fine woman, Vince, you piece of shit.
He gets
She
his
didn't do
number.
anything wrong.
He skedaddles. Melina comes in, starts talking about how can her boys get some special treatment, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know." And then Mercury and Nitro show up. They do their bit. It's very unmemorable because we get Vince getting over to his seat. He's getting comfy. The Devils come over. They lay all on him, and Vince says, does the dog have a tattoo too?" And she goes, "Of course it does. It says Vince on it."
Where is
And
it
he
under
goes,
the tail?
"Is it under the tail?" She goes, "Yeah, actually." And she picks up the dog and exposes the dog's privates to Vince. And Vince's reaction was poggers. He gave a fucking big old poggers face and was like, "Oh my God. Oh shit, dude." And then Jerry Lawler says, "Vince has got the best seat in the house."
I need to reiterate, if you watched this back in the day, call your congressman and file some type of class action lawsuit against the WWE. This shit needs to be off the air. You have a real case here.
This was the worst shit I've ever seen. I didn't know this segment existed, and we all had to fucking witness this pain.
The first time I saw this, I thought to myself, surely this isn't what it actually was. But then
There's no
everybody started talking about it in the chat we're all in, and just started calling it the dog pussy segment. So then I had to watch it back to make sure we weren't all collectively wrong. But no, this dog has Vince tattooed above its dog vagina. What did Vince mean by this?
Why would he say that?
What was he cooking?
Well, it's not even just that, like, oh, like, look at the dog. It's just like his reaction to it also makes it just as bad.
Yeah,
He's very excited.
He was more excited
my
looking at the
goodness.
dog pussy than he was looking at anything on the Divas or the Devils.
I just saw this like seconds ago, minutes maybe. What the actual fuck was that? It's 2006, like maybe 97 or 98. I could see this. Like, it's not going to be a good segment. It'd still be horrendously bad. But like, they're trying to be raunchy then, and I know they're trying to be raunchy now. But this is like, still, this was like okay. And now like Tori Wilson, somebody should call PETA on her ass in 2006. Fucking
Yeah, who the
A.
fuck got their damn dog tattooed?
Yeah, like she should be jailed. Like,
of course the dog wasn't
Vince
tattooed.
McMahon should be jailed for.
Thankfully, Vince didn't get Kevin Dunn to actually show it on TV, but I'm willing to believe that Vince McMahon paid some back alley tattoo artist real money to tattoo a real dog on the dog's real dog vagina.
Goodness
Th-
fucking
I
great.
can't
Yeah.
put it past him.
I can't either.
If
Sure.
you have the original tape or DVD for this, please send it to us so we can
Send-
observe it and see if there was actual dog pussy.
And send to your local congressman as well, because we need this
Yeah,
taken
as
off the
proof.
air.
Send it
Yeah.
to them as
Crimes.
proof that Vince McMahon needs to go to jail now.
Well, can't we have it sent to NBC Universal too, just as a secondary action?
Yeah, they took all this
They won't
footage
do
off
anything.
Peacock, but they kept this. What were they cooking?
Yeah, that's fucked. Also, AWA's missing, but they have this on fucking blast.
This,
Fuck that.
I think we got into one.
This is
The
You know,
Eminem
I am depressed.
there.
No,
Shelter
we s-
Benjamin.
We
was-
said that, yeah, and they just existed in the dog
Yeah.
pussy universe.
Shelter
DPU.
Benjamin. He's smooth.
We
They're the only, him and his mom are the only people I liked in this whole.
we
segment.
had a wrestling before dog pussy was invented, and now we have post dog pussy, which is
Well,
what we're
and
gonna
now-
do when we get into that Royal Rumble match.
Now Victoria's the only of these Vince's devils that I have any interest in. The other two are just fuck them.
this is everyone.
This is everyone, and we got the Royal Rumble match. Can you believe
Yeah.
it, guys? We made it.
Yeah, you're never going to hear what we actually thought about it. when we're doing it live. So here's the recap.
Yeah, welcome to the match.
It was boring as hell.
Absolutely. One of the most boring fucking things on this whole
Oh,
show.
come on, man.
No,
That's a,
no, don't
Oh.
come on, baby. This sucked.
it's
Yeah, really
you
bad.
knew it was gonna start boring when
Of-
Triple H came out and his intro lasted like 6 minutes.
Listen,
Shut
pal.
up.
Listen,
Triple H
pal.
is the GOAT.
He is
No,
the
no.
girl.
You're going to hell.
Narum and Pete get
No,
the brownie
any-
points because
Well, if I do, at least Guerrero would be there.
because Rey Mysterio takes the dub. SmackDown won.
It's all that really matters here.
The Raw
Yeah, that's
crew
the only
hates
Yeah,
important
but he was wearing red, representing his favorite show.
We need to, all right, dude.
Cole
He's on
Porter.
SmackDown. Cringe.
Co-parter
I
Roger
mean-
Brody.
Oh yeah, that's
R.I.P.
great. That was-
Eddie Guerrero shirt he was wearing. The R.I.P. Eddie Guerrero text was in red. What else
Yeah,
do you
red.
want?
Red for
Yes.
his blood because he's dead.
Anyway,
So
Joe, they try to
listen.
silence you
Yeah.
because they know you're right.
Yeah, and now Ray gets to challenge either a Raw guy or the Raw guy that went to SmackDown and took their title. Oh, cool.
yeah, because Batista's shoulder exploded into a million pieces.
That's
yeah,
because he's a
Because he
jock.
couldn't handle the pressure of being the GOAT.
No,
Yeah,
it's because he's on steroids.
he had the weight of the allegations against him. He couldn't keep
Well,
it
he
up.
has to be on steroids.
Yeah,
He
'cause-
can't keep up with like naturals like Triple H.
Yeah, homegrown
True.
SmackDown chumps have to take steroids, whereas the Chad, very good and good at wrestling Raw
Uh-huh.
performers are on perk 30.
Isn't
Exactly.
isn't
Like Big Show.
isn't Chris Masters on your show?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, but he's not the champion. Who
Don't
cares?
you guys
Yeah.
also have
Yeah.
Carlito?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
have you seen
you
Chris
have-
Masters' chest recently, dude?
No,
Yeah,
post-
I
How
love
dare you?
Qatari
Are
Pro
you
Wrestling.
shit talking the Qatari World Pro Tag Team Champions of the world? Because I
Carlito
won't
Chris
have it.
Masters. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
So we start off the Royal Rumble with the Spirit Squad, and they are very happy to be here, and the crowd has no clue what the fuck to do with any of this information.
And not one of them.
How's Dolph
are
looking?
in the Rumble.
Nikki was looking pretty good. He was doing the hear the show the world thing, and he was doing the ah, but nobody knows who
How
that
did
is.
how did you feel about it, Joe?
Yeah, he looked great. He looked great. I mean,
Young Dolph.
when you're the best one out of them, what else are you gonna do?
I think it was Mitch that had the blowhorn, and he just puts it right in the fucking Lillian's face and goes, "Cheer!" And
That's an
And,
Lillian
and then
was
and then
scared.
Lillian has to come on the mic and said, "I have been informed that I have to ask you to applaud for the Spirit Squad."
Gold
So-
for Lillian.
We got Triple H drew number one, unfortunately. So when he gave that sad poggers earlier, he knew what his fate was, and he has a 10-minute intro. He comes out. He's representing the Raw brand. John Moxley is opening the door for him. They're gonna have a future
Yeah.
title match in 2016 at Roadblock. Cannot wait
And it's
for
gonna
that.
be good.
Probably is.
No,
Wait,
and I'll say
Yes,
this.
John Moxley's the doorman.
No,
You know
that's,
what they?
that's future information. We don't do that here.
It's not future information. He is John Moxley on Heat and Velocity.
Yeah, but you brought up 2016, pal.
Huh?
We're in the year 2006. Put
Yeah,
that
we're in,
shit.
we're in we're in 2050, so
Anyway,
No.
yeah, 2050, brother.
I'm locked inside of Elon Musk's basement in the year 2006. Somebody help me.
please let us
Somebody
out.
will.
Because you
Anyway.
were woke.
What I was gonna say about this is, I don't know why they'd have. I think it would have been better if they just cut his entrance by half. Just have a sad looking Triple H, like, oh fuck, I'm number one. I gotta get serious. That would have sped it up, and it would have added to the story of, well, Triple H is first, and he's fucking pissed.
It's true. And then
Most Triple H things should be cut in half. I agree.
The fans got their money's worth when he drank the bottle and then he spit at them.
Look,
You could have
the
just
best part.
left. You could have just left the arena after that
Yep.
because there's nothing else to watch.
yeah,
entrant number 2, Rey Mysterio off SmackDown. Eddie pulled a big prank on him, but he said, "Fuck you, Eddie. I love you." He comes out on the lowrider. The crowd is
stole his
going
car.
nuts. He has the shirt on. He takes the shirt with Eddie's face on it and wraps it. Such an iconic moment. Tripp's just laughing at him because he's so tiny compared to Tripp.
Yep.
And they go off, and they have a pretty solid 2-minute match for a little bit until we get blessed by the first SmackDown entrant, Simon Dean.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this jobber. Why don't the Blue
Uh,
Boys go ahead and take it?
I before
You
they
expect
do,
me to remember a dude with 2 first names?
Simon
Like,
Dean
I
was
give
the
a shit.
leader of the Gemini, so he came out in his little.
Look, I said it when we first talked about the Gemini. I'll say it again. I'm not gonna remember who any of these fuckers are anytime anybody mentions them. You can bring them up by name. I'll be like, who?
He gets in Triple H's face. He goes, "Hey, I beat up Rey Mysterio. Give me a high five." And Triple H just threw him over. Gets eliminated in 45 seconds. Next one out, we get Psychosis from SmackDown. Awesome.
Boy.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
They did a little cool segment for about a minute. Ray flips him over the top rope. He's
Yeah,
gone.
What was going on with the friendly fire?
I don't know. I guess they don't care about it.
That's crazy.
I,
That's
that-
just unbelievable.
I know.
Yeah, it's like, why do they only get mad at Survivor Series? Shouldn't they be kind of like that during the Rumble?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll try to go through this as quick as possible because we got a lot of entrants. We got Ric Flair coming in number 5.
Excellent.
Triple H is stunned. Can't believe Rick's here. Rick chops the fuck out of Trips. Just fucking smacks him. Trips like, God damn. Never mind. Just toss him out. About a minute in.
Well, hold on, because Rick had to go back to the well there and grab Triple H's penis
Oh, I
to,
missed out.
to
I'm
stun lock
so
him in the middle of
sorry.
the ring.
He
Yeah,
stun-locked him.
Triple H thankfully was able to counter and then get him out of there.
Number 6, Big Show off Raw. And Triple H is scared.
Well,
Again, it's just Ray's just always just not involved in these moments. Everyone goes for Ray as soon as he gets in the ring, but Trips is just always pogging at the camera.
He's got to look strong, brother.
So Big Show starts smacking him around. Triple H is just raw meat at this point. Number 7, Jonathan Coachman comes in and gives him a big wonk on the back. Just smacks him in the back of the head. Big Show's like LMAO, throws him over. Number 8, Bobby Lashley from SmackDown. Awesome shape. He looks great. I love Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, describe more of his body to me.
He is so fucking muscular. He is so shiny. That man is a god. Just like the theme of the show, Roman gods.
He looks like a 45-year-old, which is not bad because
Talking
he looks
about
great
Same
for a
now.
45-year-old.
He looks the exact same now. It's astounding.
Yeah.
Number 9 is Kane without his tag team championship. Oh yeah, Big Show, also the world tag team champs, did not come out with their belts for some reason. They just do not give a fuck about that, as I've
Tag
stated
teams
on
are
multiple Raw
stupid.
Down.
I'm a WWE fan.
He
Tag
was
teams
in there
suck.
for a little bit. Number 10, we get Sylvan, if you remember him from SmackDown.
He doesn't exist.
He was a
I refuse to believe it.
Another fake person Ty's feeding us lies about.
he gets
the
in the
Gemini?
ring.
Stupid crew. Ty made that up.
Sylvan gets in the ring. He starts pouting at Bobby Lashley. Lashley just says no and just kicks him out. As that happens, Bobby
I don't know
Lashley gets
how-
dumped out by Big Show and Kane.
I will say, I don't know how Bobby Lashley threw out somebody who doesn't exist, but I'm impressed. He should be a big star one day.
As the Kane and Big Show throw out Bobby Lashley, Triple H grabs both their wieners and throws them over the top rope. He eliminated the tag team champs by himself. Just a fucking joke of a division at that point. Number 11 is Carlito, and he is on fire. Carlito, he thinks everyone's not cool, so he goes crazy in that ring, and he just starts going smacks. Martin fell asleep at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Carlito does more in this, I don't know, 10 seconds he decides to actually do something than he has in the entirety of what we've covered on Raw Down.
He's really good at doing a hot tag or
whatever
really
he's
fast.
saying,
Oh, but he spits the apple.
He spits the apple.
He
No, but
spit
he
the
spits
apple one
He
time.
spit the apples. Come on.
Only
Good
one
gimmick.
time. Only one time. If he spit the apple every week, I'd be a bigger fan, but he doesn't.
Number 12 is Chris Benoit, and oh my, from SmackDown, of course. And he is a house of
Yeah,
fire.
that's my
He starts
guy. I love
smacking
him.
everybody, suplexing everybody. He's killing them out there. Number
It's true.
13 is Booker
Alright,
T.
cut that out.
I'm not cutting that out. Number 13 is Booker T, and he's got his United States Championship. Charmel is holding that up at the camera like, look, motherfucker, I'm the U.S. champ.
For the uninitiated Raw boys, that's the SmackDown US title that he won by letting Randy Orton beat up Chris Benoit for him.
It's true. Randy Orton won a match for the belt, and Booker T was crowned the champ. I don't know if that's ever happened before or after. It's pretty wild shit.
Incredible stuff happening on SmackDown.
So Booker T's in ring gear. I know
Historic
Peter
even.
Narum. We're just baffled that he's wrestling because he has been crutched up.
Oh yeah, I mean he just got beat up by Orlando Jordan.
He lasts
And,
about 18 seconds. Chris Benoit just kills him. Just throws
I
him
think
on
18
top.
seconds is being pretty generous.
Did you time it, Tyler?
I have the list up.
Yeah, it was pretty immediate considering their best of 7. How
Yeah,
did that end up? Did that end on SmackDown or was New Year's
Yeah,
Revolution?
it was
the last
SmackDown.
match?
It was SmackDown.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like the last 3 matches of that,
It was
Booker
Randy
didn't fight
Orton.
it.
Yeah, it was Randy
Yeah.
Orton fighting for him.
Oh, right.
Number 14 is Joey Mercury, and he has his WWE Tag Team Championship hanging off his belt like a true champion. So they lug their belts.
Yeah, too bad this is only his second best team.
Yeah. Number 15 is Tatanka. Welcome back. He's a part of the SmackDown crew, apparently. We didn't know
Go
this.
to Tonka.
Yeah, we did not know this.
Yeah,
Tatanka was actually really good in this match. He looks supremely in shape, and he is
Tonka was
beating the
was
shit out of
usually
everybody.
pretty damn good.
It's
honestly.
incredible. I loved it. Number 16 is Johnny Nitro, the other half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. He also has it, but he's coming out with Melina, and they both go pretty crazy. It's a pretty nice match so far. It's not that boring. It gets bad later
So,
It's-
why does Melina come out with Johnny Nitro?
because they're dating.
They were already dating at this time?
I think they were. Yeah. They were. It was Eminem, Melina, Nitro, Mercury.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we got number 17, another mystery, as Trevor Murdoch from Raw is here, and the Raw crew had no clue who that was.
Nobody knows who Trevor Murdoch is.
He's not on TV. I think he's dead.
You
now.
mean former
No, he's
NWA
alive.
champion?
He's the
Trevor
NWA
Murdoch?
champion, yeah.
What? He's NWA champion.
He was?
He
Yeah.
was recently. Yeah.
Who the fuck died? I think they were
It's
teamed
Lance
with
Cade.
Trevor Murdoch. Yep,
Lance Cade, yep.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Number 18 is an insensitive man, Eugene. Very rough scene. I don't know why he was still on TV. I don't know if it was supposed to be a big meme by Vince, but he's still doing his gimmick of being mentally challenged. Just, I don't get
What
it.
do you mean gimmick?
And Triple H immediately just targets him.
Yeah, Triple H beats him up, kicks him in the dick. He stays in there for quite a while, so he wasn't just like a joke character that they threw out in like a second.
Yeah.
Number 19, SmackDown gets Road Warrior Animal. He's still around in
He just
2006.
shows up randomly. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty.
Is Hawk dead at this point?
Hawk's dead. Yeah, he died in 2003.
Yeah,
He doesn't look too bad in shape, but you could tell that he just needs to retire at this point.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine. It's the Royal Rumble. Like, you don't need to
He
be that
was
good.
apparently on
He was a
SmackDown,
regular
yeah.
wrestler on SmackDown. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Wait, he is?
Him and
Yeah.
Heinrich were a team in 2005 as
Yep.
LOD 2005.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you're no,
Yep.
okay, never
And
mind.
Stacy
I take
Keibler
that
was a
back.
part of it too.
This isn't just a one-off thing. Otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But
Tatanka,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I think this might have been his return because he wasn't on SmackDown at all when we were watching. He might have been
Yeah,
on
I
Velocity.
don't
I have no
recall
clue.
him.
no, I don't.
Oh,
we hadn't seen
God.
him to this point, but like I'm sure he's actually part of the show now.
Okay, 20 is Rob Van Dam. He starts beating the shit out of Road Warrior. He does all of his cool moves. He's back, baby, and he's a part of Raw. And
I will say, this thing was boring as sin, and a little life started to come when RVD showed up.
RVD is so good.
RVD
He
is
was
hype as
trying
hell.
his best, man.
He's so
He
good.
was. I mean, he got people starting to move because this was a slog before.
He's
Yeah,
just
it was
one of a
very
kind,
long.
dude.
Like when Tyra's like, they had a pretty solid thing at first with Triple H and Ray. Yeah, that died immediately when Simon Dean came out, and it's been like that until RVD came out. Which what is that? Like 30 minutes in?
Maybe
Yeah, so-
more.
Could
Well,
be
what number
longer,
entrant
could
was
be-
he?
Yeah.
15. No, wait, it was late.
Yeah, it would have had to been like 30 minutes, I feel like. I mean, it went like an hour 15, didn't it?
Yeah, wait. no,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
no,
we'll go through quick. 21 Orlando Jordan, SmackDown,
20.
boring. 22 is
Yep.
Chavo Guerrero. He's
What do
in
you
there
mean?
doing it for Eddie, part of the Raw brand, and he is in there for less than a minute. Triple H just throws him out.
I really feel like the only reason he's not getting pushed is because he's balding.
Mm-hmm.
Number 23 is Matt Hardy. He cannot die. Part of SmackDown, of course. And he's there. Cool. 24 is Super Crazy off SmackDown. Another, okay, cool. Did we have any eliminations yet? I think Tatanka got eliminated by Joey Mercury and Nitro at that point.
Yeah.
And then Trevor Murdoch got kicked over the ring by Shawn. Oh, wait, no. Shawn Michaels
Yes.
is coming up
No,
now.
that's- you're
25.
right.
25, Shawn Michaels on Raw. And he comes in hot, kills Trevor Murdoch. And wow. Shawn looks great in this match.
Baby boy Sean, dude.
26, Chris Masters. Martin also took his long nap from Carlito, woke up, saw Chris Masters, went back to bed.
Them titties
Wow.
be bouncing. I'll give him that much.
Now, I know watching this, the SmackDown crew was quite impressed with Chris Masters.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the physique
he's
for
thick.
me, you know.
but
Yeah, man.
Lashley better.
It's true.
27 is Viscera.
Yeah,
He comes in the ring.
Even I can admit that's
yeah, that's just fact.
true. I'm a Bobby guy, so yeah, no, absolutely.
Viscera targets Matt Hardy, gives him a Samoan drop, and then smacks his ass and starts just hard humping Matt Hardy.
It's a depiction of
Matt-
what Vince McMahon does to his staff.
Yeah.
No, this is like Matt Hardy is just constantly getting the fucking shit end of the stick with everything that's happening. It's hilarious.
Matt Hardy gets
Because
up.
like Vince McMahon said, "Wow, you tried to kill yourself." All right, check this out.
Let's make that for real, brother.
Matt Hardy gets up, Viscera smacks him, and then just throws him over the top, and he just hits his tailbone dead. 28, Shelton Benjamin comes in with Mama, kisses her on the lips. Again.
Again,
Good
Um,
luck.
Eugene gets thrown over by Chris Benoit. Super Crazy gets thrown over by Ray and
Why
Rob
would
Van
they give
Dam.
that to Chris Benoit? That doesn't make any sense.
It just, yeah, it's nuts,
Why would
right?
they do that?
29, Goldust, part of the Raw brand. He looks great in his short time there. And then number 30, Randy Keith Orton of SmackDown. Great, awesome, sweet. We'll go through
should
it
be a
quick.
Raw star.
Chris Benoit gets thrown up by Randy.
Wow.
Carlito and Chris Masters throw out Viscera. Carlito throws over Chris Masters. What a two-timing bastard. Number
He's done it
20.
again.
Rob Van Dam throws over Goldust. Randy Orton throws over Orlando Jordan. Good God. Why did Orlando Jordan last 16 minutes? That's probably why this match was so goddamn boring. Joey Mercury gets thrown over by Shawn Michaels and Johnny Nitro. And then Johnny Nitro gets thrown out by Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels then super kicks Shelton Benjamin off the rope, and he just flies over like he got shot. Rob Van Dam throws over Carlito. Triple H and Rey Mysterio throw over Rob Van Dam. And the final four was RVD, Orton, Ray and Triple H.
Hold on, we should probably at least talk about Shawn Michaels getting thrown out because that was a whole storyline
Oh,
set up.
yeah. Shawn Michaels got thrown out or Vince McMahon comes down, and he points, and Shane's here. Shane's back. Holy shit.
Oh, this is when he's trying to break Sean's faith, right?
Yeah, and
Yes.
Shane does
Classic.
his little Shane knocks Shawn over the top rope. Shane does his little dance. Shawn is pissed. Vince is smiling in the back.
I thought Colita was actually going to do something because it looked like he was about to, and then he's like, "Oh wait, he's not in the match."
Yeah, it was a disaster. What the fuck ever.
I don't think they expected Shane to actually be in there. They probably didn't tell anyone.
No.
Except Shawn, obviously.
Surprisingly, Ray throws over Triple H. He was in there an hour long, and then
He's the Iron Man, dude.
And then Ray gets Randy out, and Rey Mysterio wins the Royal Rumble. That match was pretty long. It was the second longest in history.
It's pretty short.
Rey
That shit
Mysterio
was
held the
dull as hell.
longevity record for 17 years.
All that aside, I mean, it's crazy that Rey Mysterio won at this point in time. Given
He had to do it for his
Vince's
boy.
absolute obsession with beefy boys.
I mean, the only thing is, it's like you can really feel that this is not out of merit. I mean, I'm sure some of it is, but I mean, because they're going to be a lot of this is all based on Eddie Guerrero. So it's like I'm glad to see Ray get his championship. You know,
I think
he gets
part
a
of
big
it's definitely merch sales though too, because he
Yeah.
was always like super strong in terms of
That's-
like being
Mhm.
popular with kids.
Yeah.
That's true, but it does seem like they rely too hard on it, which takes it away from him too.
I'd
For
give
sure.
this a 2-star Royal Rumble match. That was not the best, but
You're too
great moment
nice.
for Ray.
Overall, 1.5. This shit was boring.
I have 2 ratings for this.
Yeah.
I give it a 0.5 stars for the actual Rumble. I thought it was complete dog shit. This is probably the most boring Rumble I've sat through
Mm-hmm.
in existence. And I sat through the greatest Royal Rumble. The whole 98-minute thing, whatever long it was, that was better than this piece of dog shit. Well, this thing sucked. Now, Ray winning the champ in that moment, I'll give 3.75 stars. I thought it was a really good moment.
What I have to say is not something that hasn't already been said. This sucked, but Ray winning it was cool. Good job.
What I'll say is this: all Royal Rumble matches actually suck. None of them are good. Doesn't matter what
No.
you tell yourself.
Let's throw it over to the Raw crew. Let's get through that WWE Championship match. Why don't we?
You got
So-
the transcript? I don't remember that even happening.
Yeah. So after that
I got
that
it.
hellacious Rumble match, we got that backstage with Mickey and Trish, and Martin wants to talk. I got the transcript for that.
I don't have the transcript. This was about a minute-long segment. Mickey's like, "Hey, Trish, I'm glad you did the right thing." And Trish's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I was just doing my job. Chill out." And Mickey's like, "Oh, yeah, dude, that's cool. Actually, you did it because you love me. I'm so happy." And then she skips away, and Trish stares at the camera like, "Wait, what?" And then chases after her, going, "Mickey, wait." And then the camera cuts to another backstage segment.
Yeah, what a WWE Championship. Edge defending his title against John Cena, and John Cena gets the fucking wild entrance for Royal Rumble. They bring down the scaffold with all the steam, and the fog machines are going crazy. I thought it was going to be for Edge, but no, it was for John Cena. And he steps on the streamers, and they go all over the crowd. The crowd's going fucking nuts for this. It was crazy. I've never
Dope.
seen it. I've never seen like a weird walking platform like that. And then John Cena just jumps in the ring. Like, good thing he didn't fucking break his leg or anything.
Yeah, the platform is like, I don't know, probably 6-7 feet above the ramp, and I don't know where on the stage he comes out, but he comes out a secret second door somewhere on the stage setup.
Good
That's
thing.
a few feet above the ground, and then walks across the catwalk here and
Man,
takes like a 6-foot hop into the ring.
yeah.
Doesn't break his shit.
Edge doesn't get as cool of an entrance, but that theme is banging. That fucking outfit he's got on is awesome. He's got that leather. He's got those the signature Edge trunks. He's looking like a champion. And
yeah, Edge actually looking cool instead of a weird vagrant dad.
Yeah.
So the match was very slow, which is very weird because you would expect these guys to go crazy, especially with all the feud and blood that they have shed over the past couple weeks. And no, I mean, the headlock and the headlock. Edge dropkicks Cena into the steps. Edge throws John Cena into the steps. More headlocks.
Yeah, they were really working here. Like Edge very clearly is the technician that he's led us to believe that he is. Working the outside, working the guardrail, ramming Cena into the steel steps. At one point, he missile drop kicks Cena from the inside from the ropes, and Cena goes over the guardrail and in front of the fan sitting front row. And the ref, gets up his count. Lita is counting with the ref as well, which is kind of funny. And Cena's just like flopping around, trying desperately to get back in, and it's good. I mean, they were.
This felt very basic for what I've seen these two do previously and in the future. Like, this didn't feel as high of stakes as it should have been for a title match. I don't really understand like what happened. There was not a lot of fire to this.
Was at the end.
Yeah, a little bit.
I agree for like 75% of this match, not a whole lot happens.
Yeah.
They do crank it up at the end. I also, spoilers, Edge loses. Also Edge just losing in his first actual title defense kind of adds to the, do they just not care about this? Like, I don't know if they were just trying to get the gimmick of Money in the Bank. It's like, oh, it could be wacky over or what, but, like Edge gets... Well, okay, I guess he did defend it against fucking Ric Flair in a TLC match.
That was a pretty big match, yeah.
But, I mean, it's Ric Flair in a TLC match, like...
That was really good for what it was. This was not good. So, essentially...
I liked it more than you did.
Yeah, Cena caused Edge to get knocked off the apron. He hits the FU, and then he puts him in the STFU, and it ends. Cena's new champ. I think it went around 14 minutes. And Edge just looks like a transition champion. I don't know why they even bothered to do that.
Well, he the week before said, I am not going to be a transitional champion.
And then they dropped the belt.
He said on live TV. And then he was, and then after, I will probably get to it, after the match, the interview segment, the guy's like, hey, you said you weren't a transitional champion, but actually you are. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it was very basic. I don't think I remember much of it, except for looking at these notes.
Does it count as being a transitional champion if you go from John Cena to Edge to John Cena?
Yes, I still think so, yes. Because
Yeah.
now John Cena's the two-time off of Edge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Edge, very clearly, like a jabroni, couldn't beat him in a real match. He had to come in after an elimination chamber, after 5 guys have pummeled him for
he couldn't beat John
40
Cena.
minutes.
Yeah.
He could not beat John Cena. So, yes. I would say yes, he is a transitional champion, and yes, Reddit has won once again.
Thank you, Reddit.
Unfortunately.
Right after the
terrorists
match.
have done it again.
Well, hold on. Actually, we'll go into star ratings. I gave it a 2. It wasn't as bad. Maybe 2.5. It was very middle of the road. This was the best match of the night.
Yeah, I agree. It was the best match. Even though I did reluctantly watch the other SmackDown matches up to this point. And this was the best match thus far. Fucking eat shit, SmackDown nerds.
And Martin, what would you give it?
Always eat shit, SmackDown. I'd give it a 3. I might just be more excited by seeing Edge actually able to be athletic, because I started watching wrestling in 2015, so I've just seen Dad Edge fight. So this is probably the first match I've seen where Edge is one-on-one actually trying to do something.
Did you scream when Edge flew off the top rope and hit a missile dropkick?
I have that. Yeah, I have that in my notes. I specifically pointed that out. That shit was awesome. He hit that clean.
Yeah, my
explode into 1,000 pieces.
My fiance, who hasn't really watched much wrestling from that era too, she was like, "Edge can fly." I'm like, "Yeah, Edge was very known for doing stuff like that."
Man,
was-
Edge pre like neck fusion surgery was so good.
My gosh.
It's incredible.
All right. Now it's time for this shitty fucking segment. Edge comes out. He's angry. Todd Gresham, just puts the mic right in his face, going, "How'd you feel about being a transitional champ?" And Edge just runs away. Lita's just standing there, baffled. I don't even know what she's saying. What the fuck was she saying? She was very mumbly.
She was basically like, "It's an emotional time right now. Why would you talk to us after that? Get out of here."
And then he goes, "But I got a gift for you, Lita. I got a gift for you." And then Jim Duggan shows up with his wooden thing, calling back to a John Cena bit from a couple weeks ago, and he goes, "Ho, ho, ho!" And he won't shut up, and then it cuts, and thankfully that's over. That was awful. And Jerry Lawler was laughing so hard. No, it wasn't Jerry. It was Taz. Taz was laughing.
Taz keeps going, ho.
Fuck. Oh, and then the Smack Up crew's got to deal with this shit. What did they have to say about this? And
Okay,
then
cool.
we got the promo from Kurt Angle leading into the title match, the main event.
Yeah, so Kurt Angle is just fucking spitting. He's going crazy. He's building up Henry pretty adequately prior to the match, which is like classic wrestling move, where it's like, you know, a lot of the time in current era we have people that just know how to shit talk, but a really, really good move from Kurt Angle is building the fucker up. Like, yeah, Mark Henry is a big motherfucker, dude. He's a beast. He should be able to kill you. But then Kurt ties it all in at the end, basically going fucking Scott Steiner saying, "But I'm a genetic freak." He fucking says, I have it written down, "But I'm Kurt Angle, and I can beat people in ways that haven't even been invented yet."
Beast. What'd you guys think of this crusty image though that they used for the fucking advert?
Oh yeah, that was tough. That was all of the graphics here are really tough, honestly.
Yeah, no, I don't know who in the fucking graphics department was there making the Royal Rumble bits, but they were on their F game.
Yeah, for people who haven't seen this, it's essentially like the crustiest JPEGs you can find of Kurt Angle holding up the fucking belt, and then Mark Henry behind him with his like mouth just open like a dumb idiot.
Like he's mid-sentence, and why did they do that to him?
If I can throw this up on the YT, it'll be there. There it is.
Oh yeah.
But if not, then I'm sorry. I'm very bad at this.
But it is just horrible.
And now it's time for the main event.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
We got Kurt Angle versus Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Kurt's got the new theme. He's got the three-peat repeat. But it's not the ECW theme. It's so bad.
This is not the ECW theme?
No. I
Was the
thought it was.
ECW theme not the three-peat?
It was the three-peat, but it goes straight into the like dun, 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 dun. It doesn't have the "you suck"
Yeah.
What
at
the
all.
fuck?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So he's just. Oh yeah, no. He ended the promo too. He goes, "You suck, Mark Henry."
Yeah, he drops that at the end there.
He came back in the frame too for that.
He also says it's damn true, as
It's
we all
damn
know.
true. Yeah. So we got
Darn true.
the main event, and Mark Henry's still coming out to shit music.
It's awful. When
Yeah,
are
this
they
is-
This is not main event worthy match. I don't know why
What?
No.
Cena Edge didn't go last, even though that match
This-
was not as good either.
No, I like
Well,
this
the-
match pretty significantly more than the Cena Edge match.
Is it because it's a Raw match and Raw matches are bad?
It's that
fuck-
and because
fuck
Kurt
Raw.
Angle, fucking regardless, he puts on a show, dude.
Yeah, those chair shots were disgusting.
Yeah, dude.
Unprotected,
That's
Oh,
bopping
exactly what I was
Daivari
thinking
in
of.
the brain, bopping Mark Henry like twice, and he dick punched him too.
Kurt Angle did like 3 consecutive moves to Mark Henry that like in modern day wrestling would have been sufficient to get a pin, right? Like all
Yeah,
it takes
absolutely.
is in the modern era is a punch to the nuts and you suddenly can't stand up
Yeah.
anymore.
If the
Unfortunately,
Young Bucks got hit with a chair that hard, the match would be over.
they would do a backflip.
It would be like this. I don't even know what you'd do at that point. I don't know if they'd wrestle again.
No,
Guy like me, I'm not wrestling after that. My
Nah.
brains would be like fucking splattered.
So the match essentially, is kind of whatever. They're doing all the major spots. They do the spot from the previous SmackDown where Mark Henry breaks out of the ankle lock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except now we knock out the ref. And that's when shit starts getting really fucky, right? That's
Well,
when
yeah, because that's
yeah.
when fucking Kurt goes and grabs the chair.
Well, hold
Yep,
up,
Kurt.
real quick. There was a really cool spot where Kurt was getting like held on by Henry, and Kurt fucking hip threw him. And I'm like,
Oh, when he had him in the bear hug.
he looked
Yeah.
so much in pain after he threw him, because like,
Yeah.
ow, that's a lot of weight on his hip.
it's a lot of man.
Yeah, that's a lot of beast.
But yeah, he does that, and then we get to the ankle lock basically, and that's when shit really hits the fan because they do the ref bump, and Lil Nate is just sitting there hanging onto the ropes in the corner. At which point Kurt Angle runs out, grabs a chair, and is he supposed to be a heel or a face, or does it not matter? I thought he was a face
He's
here.
Kurt Angle, and
He was a heel when he had Daivari, and then he turned face when he beat up Daivari, because
He's basically a tweener at this point.
Well, in 2006, if you're Arab, they hate you.
Yeah.
So true.
Well, in 2022, 2023, if you're Arab, they hate you.
Is this true?
That depends where you're at.
Oh, okay.
Well, Vince McMahon hates you, and that's all that really matters.
That's true. The greater world at large, if you're white, you're hated.
Steel chair was in there. The low blow hits. The chair
Well,
shots.
We get the one chair shot, or the two chair shots, but at first Mark Henry fucking deflects it, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, he just grabs the chair.
Yeah.
He just grabs it and it's like, I'm taking that from you, brother.
And then we get back, Kurt Angle somehow gets the chair again and fucking delivers. Prior to that, there's the dick punch, a classic, And then he gets up and grabs a chair and just starts going to town. 2 unprotected chair shots to the head, and then goes for the pin. So at that point, we have the nut shot, 2 chair shots, and he's like, all right, yeah, like that should be the end of the match by all accounts. But Mark Henry, they're making him look like a fucking monster at this point, which he should be.
Although,
Kicks out.
but the finish really deflated it, because he got thrown into the exposed turnbuckle and then just rolled up for a
Well,
Yeah, that was-
rolled up while Kurt Angle held the bottom rope though too.
Did he hold the belt?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did. He
yeah.
held the rope.
Still,
Yeah, I was paying attention to that. Commentary didn't mention it at all. He got rolled up while holding the bottom rope. So like a confluence of basically 3 headshots by like some metal foreign object, and then a punch to the nuts, and being rolled up and holding onto the bottom rope was everything that it took to take down Mark Henry. So basically, Kurt Angle just cheated to victory, and nobody said anything.
Hey, look, when it works, it works. And Kurt Angle, he did what he had to do.
Mark
And
Henry.
I quote, he said, "I can beat people in ways that haven't even been invented yet." So
I think the dick punch has been invented yet.
Yeah, but not the other parts. All of them together, that was a Kurt Angle master strategy right there.
So true.
Man, Mark Henry was not ready at this time, and it was a very rough match. I'd give it like a 1 star. I did not like it.
Oh, I wouldn't give it a 1 star. I'd probably say like a 2.5.
I was mad exhausted after all this.
I'd give it a 1.5. This was
I think it's very.
it's
middling.
whatever.
I think it's middling, and it makes Mark Henry look good without having. So like it does the job.
Does he stay up there though? We'll have to see next week. But right now, Kurt Angle is getting spooked because it is the Undertaker
God.
gong shows up, and we get all these druids showing up. I think there was like 3.
Undertaker showed up on a chariot.
On a chariot. He gets down. Kurt Angle has the biggest like stunned face you've ever seen. If you can imagine bald Kurt just with his eyes like to the back end of his head.
And then fucking dude shoots lightning out of his hands. Undertaker shoots
Oh, my
lightning out of his
Lord.
hands.
I fell on the floor. I couldn't believe it. I was laughing so hard.
I fell to my knees inside of a Walmart.
And not only that, then he rains the thunder on the 4 corners, and the whole ring
So-
just implodes.
Physics, right? There was a lot of thought put into this, and I have to give him that because he shoots it up into the fucking jumbotron, which is standing above the ring, and from there the lightning is then conducted to the 4 ring posts. So like somebody thought about that, he didn't just directly shoot all 4 ring posts. He shot it into the Jumbotron, which then later conducted it into the ring posts, causing the ring to collapse.
Ty, what did a 12-year-old you think of this back in the day
I didn't
when you
watch
saw
this.
The Undertaker?
So
Well,
when I got back into it, it was late 2006. So this is all new territory for me.
Oh man, you were
I
busy
know.
watching TNA, huh?
I was watching all this, but I was obviously not well off enough to afford pay-per-views, so I did not watch this.
You didn't rent it.
What
from
would
the
12-year-old
library?
you think seeing The Undertaker shoot out purple lightning?
I would have been 7 at this point. Wait, no, not 7.
You're
Fuck,
not.
I had my math wrong. 9. So not that far off, right? 9
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah.
9-year-old Pete would have just been in awe. I would have been a little scared, probably.
Man.
And then how would you have felt when you watched the Scooby-Doo movie and Undertaker says, "That's awesome.
Oh, dude, I loved Scooby Doo. I would have loved that shit too.
That's awesome."
Also,
That's
in my
awesome.
in my notes, one of the druids is the future John Moxley. So shout out to him for being
Really?
Yeah,
Holy shit!
shout out to him
That's
making an
crazy.
appearance.
We should tweet that at him. Do you remember this moment? Stupid
Holy
ass.
shit, we're drafting John Moxley
Oh
to
god!
SmackDown.
He's
Oh
gonna
my
join the
god, John
podcast?
Moxley, come on up.
John Moxley's gonna be our 4th chair.
That's
John
right.
Moxley, we need you to bleed at the WrestleMania pay-per-view.
Oh,
You're gonna take the pin to Martin?
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
and that was the brutal Royal Rumble 2006, and then I'll add an outro with just me because
Well,
it's
know.
just gonna be
Yeah, this should suck.
fuck this show. God damn it.